Yeah, bro. I think that's what it was.
I got catfished, yo. I
Yo.
just realized 10 years
Bro,
later.
I don't think. Well, you're 30.
Because I was always like 50-50.
Yeah.
But now...
Now you know. I'm sorry you had to find out like this, bro.
10 years later, dude. What happened with your car today?
Oh my god, bro. Don't even let me get into that. That
Oh,
car
man.
is so what am I even doing with my mask on right now? Jeez, what's
This
going
guy
on,
looks like
bro?
he's
I'm
gonna
not ready.
rob the place.
Okay,
I saw your snap, and this guy's like getting his car towed.
Yo,
no,
man,
we have to meet up
bro,
in like 4 hours.
bro, I've got the worst luck when it comes to cars, bro. Today I blew a coolant hose. Of all the things, I blew a coolant hose, and there was coolant everywhere, bro. And my car kept overheating, so I had to pull over. I noticed it right away.
Yeah.
The temperature just started spiking, and I was like, oh, fuck, do I really need to call a tow truck right now? Again, this is going to be like my 5th tow truck drive in like 6 months.
Oh,
Because these
man.
beaters have just kept breaking and
That's the
breaking.
thing about beaters, yeah. No.
Jesus,
But hey,
bro.
at least you're here now. You
Yeah,
made it.
bro,
You made it. I was
thankfully.
worried that we weren't going to make it. I was like, no. No, but all right, like, welcome back to Out of Chaos podcast, a discussion-based podcast where we try to make some sense of the world we live in, the chaotic world that we live in. With me again, Sachin.
Yes, sir.
You were with me last episode 14. Talking about faith, religion, and whatnot.
Yep.
I have a lot of questions, but before we start, I want to clear something up. Remember that I told you?
What's that?
So bad, man. So my little brother,
yeah.
my little brother comes up to me. He's like Oscar, my friend was laughing at this one part, and he kept laughing. He's like, I'm like, what part? He's like, how like you spoke to your principal. It's like how you called him arrogant and this and that. You walked out. I'm like, no, because my little brother, he's 14, right? Like they're they're going into high school.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, like they don't want to get like the wrong impression. So I want to clarify, like you should not talk back to your principal. Don't talk back to your principal. It was a bad idea.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, yeah, please don't talk to your principal like that.
Yeah, don't do that. That was a very bad idea. But like my little brother was like how his friend was laughing at that part. I assume because he enjoyed it, but that's bad.
Right? They can relate to that.
Yeah, they probably want to cuss off their teachers and stuff, and I'm just there like vindicating it and stuff. No, it was definitely bad. Like obviously, I feel like that guy deserved it, but
yeah.
I got paid the price for it. Right? I got
That's
suspended.
true, right? That's
right. I mean, that's for all of our young listeners. That's like the price you pay sometimes, right? Like
Yep.
you get to do whatever you want, but you might have
true.
to pay for down the road.
That's very true, bro.
Yeah.
Very true.
Do not talk back to your principal. But hey, so how's everything, man? I want to talk to you about like so
good.
Italy won.
Oh, bro,
Italy
don't even
won.
get me started, bro.
Yeah, the reason why I bring that up is because I saw you, man, going off.
Yeah,
I saw
bro.
some guy. I think it was your post. I don't know if it was like a social media post, but I saw some guy like hanging like an
Yeah, so
orangutan off.
there's
of,
the guy
lights.
like literally on a lamppost, like he's standing on it and he's rocking side to side. And it's one of those with like it's a fancy one. So it's got like 2 lamps,
like a
on the
lantern
side.
kind
Yeah,
of
it's
thing.
like 2 lanterns on the side, and he's in the middle, and he's just rocking back and forth, right? And this guy's like going crazy, like the I actually thought it was gonna snap,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it
and
looked like
no,
it.
he like the cops came, took him down.
Oh,
he got a
man.
warning. He didn't get booked for that,
Yeah.
which is sick. When the cops didn't book him for that, everybody was like, oh, like clapping
Yeah,
for the cops or whatever. But yeah.
How was the scene, though? How was it?
Nuts, bro. It was absolutely nuts. Like Ontario like is in a lockdown right now.
Yeah.
But if you're Italian, over this last weekend, you didn't have a lockdown, not at all. Like you at Market Lane, Woodbridge, Ontario, oh, it was popping. I'll tell you that. It was
Damn.
popping. First of all, let me put this out there. I am approximately 0% Italian.
If anything,
Yeah.
minus.
Yeah, 0, right? The full nothing. And bro, I still went out and I had a blast, bro.
Yeah.
I had such a good time because you know what it is? The energy of just wanting to like get out, wanting to meet people, just wanting to express yourself.
Yeah.
That was just the whole atmosphere. That was the vibe. The cops were feeling it. The people were feeling it. Like if you were sober there, people had their babies there, which I highly don't recommend. Like taking your baby out to something like that. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, credit to them. I guess they
Yeah.
have their babies there. They have their whole families there. Like, People had their dogs on top of light posts. Like, it was crazy. Like that. Some guy actually ran up to a cop and tried to crowd surf him. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like,
these Italians are out of control. No, but hey, like they deserve it. It was a pretty good final.
it was.
I definitely didn't expect that, man. I thought
It was the biggest upset.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah, it came out of nowhere almost.
They did have a tough tournament. Like, people were knocking them. They had to play like good teams, but they took out Spain, right? And they took out England in the finals. England's got so many of these like world class players. You know what I mean? Like, they have an entire Premier League, which is considered like highest level football, right? But it just shows the Italian players wanted it more. Yeah, like, you could see it.
I think it was like obviously like it was a combination of like celebration and just like getting out of like that lockdown quarantine, right? Like everything bottled into one. You have like a crazy fiasco like the one you had.
Bro, it was nuts.
Honestly, I'm a little jealous. Like, so unfortunately, my team Brazil lost in the final. Like, I was ready to like go honking and stuff, but unfortunately, couldn't do that. I had to stay home and watch.
Hey, but at least Messi got his first international Copa, though.
I dislike Messi so much. I think I'm like the only one. I hate it. I'm like the only one that likes Messi. No, it's the worst. Like, okay, so I keep hearing like, oh, he deserved to win it, bro. Like, there's so many people that deserve so many things that they don't get.
That's
like,
true.
I don't know, but whatever. That's a different topic. But yeah, like I saw like you celebrating and stuff. I was a little jealous, but hey, like, everything is opening up.
Which
is really good.
Which is good. Tomorrow, when we're shooting this as of right now, today it's the 15th. So tomorrow the 16th, everything is supposed to open up in Ontario. And
first thing I'm doing is hitting biceps.
Yeah, the gyms are open. Yeah,
dude. I don't know if you noticed, but like when we first met, like my friends make fun of me because I'm the guy that does bicep and tricep every other day. like Monday bicep, Tuesday tricep, Wednesday bicep, Thursday tricep, and then Friday bicep and tricep.
You're one of those guys that just does arms on every day.
Basically, right? Every day is arm day.
And you know what? Like, it works for some people.
Yeah,
right?
and because I used to play soccer, like I have a friend. Shout out to my boy Sam. Like, he always makes fun of me because he says I have chicken legs. But this is the thing. I can hide my chicken. Okay, I have chicken thighs.
Okay, guys.
Chicken thighs. So this is gonna be jokes. I'll tell you why. So I have big calves, right?
Okay.
But my thighs, they're almost the size of my calves. So it's
okay. You know? So it looks like a wiener.
Yeah, but that's one way to put it, guys, dude. Now I just picture myself with wiener legs.
Photoshop Oscar and just 2 hot dogs
from Costco or what? Or the IKEA hot dogs. Yeah, but basically that. No, but basically that's my body. Like, before, like I had like big arms and wiener legs, right?
Yeah.
But now I just got noodle arms and wiener legs. So I think we're.
But bro, like,
first thing I'm doing is biceps.
Literally, but you know what, bro? Like, if it works for you, it works for you. There's a right way to train, and there's your way to train.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, not saying that your way is the wrong way, but what I'm saying is that, like, some people don't like doing legs, and you don't have to. Why do I need to work legs if I don't want to?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I get it. Like, I know the science. Obviously, I'm always going to advocate train every muscle group, train all the muscle groups. But I'm never gonna knock somebody that just wants to strengthen their legs, or train legs more than they do upper body, or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
They might have a reason why. A lot of powerlifters, they do predominantly lower body stuff, right? Than they do upper body. So it's like, they have a structure to it. But the average Joe looking at their workout is gonna be like, that's nonsense. Like, there's no way like I could ever do like 5 sets of legs and 1 set of arms, or vice versa. You know what I mean? But
no, but I haven't, like, I used to neglect it a lot, but like I started doing legs. The only thing is I do legs and arms as well.
Yeah, bro, and
I always do arms.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. It actually might be beneficial for you to do that, because when you work legs, you recruit more testosterone. Yeah, bigger muscle groups recruit more testosterone. You're able to activate more motor neurons, which are just your nerves, right? That control the muscles.
I was also like careful, like. I say I had big arms, but like I think there was a point where I was getting too wide.
Okay.
That it was looking like a Dorito, like my legs. Right?
Oh, got you.
I think that's
got
when I
you.
started doing legs. But like, so I don't. I always try to make sure that like I hit legs at the right time. Like, I
Yeah,
want
you're
to look like a
proportional.
Dorito.
Exactly.
Like a walking Dorito.
You work out to your aesthetic,
Yeah,
your own aesthetic,
yeah.
to look proportional.
And that's the thing.
right?
Like I don't know if it's my genes or like my Latino genes, but like I can work out for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And I'll gain muscle like fast.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then
And some
I
people
lose
are
it,
like
yeah.
that. Some people
Yeah.
are like that. They have a metabolism where their body is able to manipulate its constitution, like just
Yeah.
move body fat around, or like drop or gain muscle mass, like
Yeah.
like you see it in boxers.
True.
Like they have to cut weight. Like highly trained athletes can cut weight like that, like no problem. Like
That's
cut
true.
like 2 pounds in a day, no problem.
Yeah.
All water weight, and water is what like inflates your muscles, right?
Yeah.
So then it all makes sense. Like you can cut
No,
muscle
that's
and
good.
gain
I
muscle.
can't wait, man. I'm so happy that everything.
Same.
Mostly like we never got into that topic the last episode, but like mostly because of the mental health stuff.
Yeah.
I know like we were kind of going through like that stage where I actually got there. I always bring it up, but like I got there last December, like right before I started this podcast.
Okay. Right on.
I got there, you know,
Mhm.
like where I was like actually feeling depressed and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, damn.
Like, cause imagine it's winter. Like,
Winter is the
yeah.
toughest,
Like, I didn't
yeah.
have a job back then. So I was getting there, and now I don't think I was getting there again. But it was hitting me where it's like, yeah, I need to work out. I need to go out. I need to do something, right? So
And
this
no, yeah,
this
that's-
Friday or tomorrow, it's gonna be really good.
Totally, bro. Totally. And it's not only just for yourself and how you feel, bro. A lot of people, they need to work out for their health. And you
Yeah.
know, like they haven't been able to. Like, I mean, you can go outside and run as much as you would like, but let's say somebody has arthritis. Somebody's in their late 50s and they have arthritis in their knees. They can only run so much, or they can only
Yeah.
do so many stairs. You know what I mean?
True.
Everybody doesn't have free weights and like barbells and stuff at home. Like
Well,
it's
the
all-
space. Like for me, I don't have the space. for, like,
Exactly.
yeah.
And not only the space, like the imagination to do certain exercises that you would need to do, you know, or train yourself in a way that you need to be trained.
Yeah.
Like these people, they needed trainers, they needed the help, they needed the environment,
Yeah.
right, to keep training.
You know what scares me? Thinking of like, I don't know how many months or a year down the road, and we get that statistic of how many people actually died from like depression or suicide because of the quarantine. Because nobody's talking about that right now,
That's
right? Everybody's
true.
just like
It's very true,
COVID
bro.
cases or like Delta variant on steroids
Yeah.
or whatever, like that COVID on steroids thing.
Yeah.
But I'm scared as to what it might be even more. I don't know, like who knows? Because the number of COVID deaths wasn't like that accurate, right? Like, they were counting other stuff.
That's what they're
So
saying.
who knows? But again, like I think this pandemic has really helped me understand the importance of socializing and going out, of
Yeah.
even for a walk.
Oh, no,
Like,
100%, bro,
We
100%.
always underestimated that or underappreciated that.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
It's
100%,
crazy.
bro.
What are you gonna do for when it, like
L-
what's like
oh.
what are you looking forward to the most?
The clubs. the clubs. 100% I am at home in the middle of a dance circle. That is my home. That's where you're gonna find me. I might not be the best dancer, but I will have the most fun. I promise you. You won't have more fun than I am, because I might not know how to do a certain move,
Yeah.
but I'm not afraid to try. You know what I mean?
So I have a feeling like everybody's gonna be like just doing like TikTok dances.
no, that's what I don't want, bro. I honestly don't want that, because
Yeah, can
you think about it,
imagine
right? You
somebody
think
just
about
flossing.
you think exactly. I was thinking like you think about the dynamic. There's going to be a very small percentage of people that know the actual entire dances.
Yeah.
Right. So then nightclub DJs are going to start playing clips, short clips, and that's my biggest pet peeve in a club, bro. When they cut the song off before the banger part, or they play the song way too long. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It needs
yeah.
to be a good balance. And I mean, like, if they get a flash mob going with like 5 or 6 TikTok dances in a row, no, that's cool. That is sick. You know what I mean? That's pretty sick. If they have some influencers in the club and they've got their shit figured out, then that'd be sick. But you can't just play TikTok tunes and expect somebody to dance. You know, like
Yeah.
it's gonna be a different dynamic.
Yeah, no, man. I don't know. Like, especially you have not generations, 2 years of 18-year-olds or whatever that
Bro.
never got to like experience that, I guess, or
For real.
right?
For
Like,
real.
it's-
Let's say you were 16 at the beginning of the pandemic. Like, yeah, 16, then you would have been 18 now. Let's say you were 18 then. You'd be 20 now.
It's almost like, do you remember like Avengers, like the snap? He just like disappeared for 2
Yeah.
years. And he like, yo, speaking of Avengers, remember that joke I told you about Thanos?
Oh, yeah.
And this kind of pertains to like what I want to talk about. Like,
Yep. I remember.
So it's crazy. I saw a Jennifer Lopez tweet, Instagram. I don't know what it is. I don't really care. Like, I've never really liked her, to be honest, and now it just confirms it.
Yeah.
So she, bro, I don't know about you. Side note, but like, I don't know if you. Everybody always says they find her attractive, bro. I've never really thought, like, she's not ugly.
J-Lo?
Yeah, I just never thought she was like.
I
super
find her attractive.
Really?
Dude,
I
it's
think I'm
easy
like the
for me
only
to find her
one.
attractive. No, yeah, I don't have to try pretty hard.
I thought about face. Yeah, like, is she pretty? Like, you know.
Yeah, I find her attractive.
Yeah.
I find her. I mean,
She's not ugly, but like, I don't know. I don't think anything special with her.
the way that people blow her up, yeah, I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, people do definitely idolize her. I think that's because she was sort of like one of the pioneer, I guess, Latino actresses.
Yeah.
You know, like, of her time. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, comment section, but I don't know of many or more famous than Jennifer Lopez in
Like
the acting
Latinos?
world. Yeah, in the acting world before her. You know what I mean?
So the reason why I brought up J-Lo is because she recently said, and I take offense to this because I just turned 30. so she basically said that men over the age of 30 are useless. You know?
All right, I just found J-Lo less attractive.
No, I told you I never liked her, and this just reconfirms it. But like, so she said like men, like I forget why I didn't even like really pay attention, but like I know she said this, and there was a comment at the bottom that was like, it's like, says the girl who's been collecting engagement rings more than Thanos from Avengers. You know, like Thanos collects the stones for his
Yeah,
dude, the internet does not lose, man.
Bro, comment sections can be wild, bro. Oh my god,
The
bro.
internet does not lose, dude.
Jesus,
Bro, but that's so true.
cool.
Like, talking from coming from a lady, like, she's not even like young, and she's like,
That's
you know,
true. That's true.
coming from a lady that's been like married like 4 times and like doesn't even know how to
coming up on, I think 4 times. that we
like
know.
saying like men are useless or giving any kind of opinion on a relationship is a little out there, man.
yeah, I think so. Like, you can't just stereotype and say all men over 30 or 30 and over are trash. Like what do you? Who are you? I know you're J-Lo, but like realistically, like
Going back to like, I wanted to kind of like touch upon what we spoke last time.
okay, right on.
Because it was interesting, right? People want to know about the spiritual and the mystical, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody loves the unknown. That's why,
That's
like,
true.
unsolved mysteries, aliens, like all that stuff is so, what do you call it? Attractive to people, right? Because they want to know. But do you have anything else that you wanted to add from what we spoke about or no?
I feel like I actually want to talk conspiracy theories about aliens, bro. Just because I know I'm gonna steer this away from spiritual. But just because, like, I've realized something recently that blew my mind.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not the smartest person out there, but the comment section is gonna help us out here, right? the apparently humans, right? Our eyes can only see a variable spectrum of light. Right, it's a spectrum, and apparently we can only see a fraction of this spectrum with the naked eye.
Yeah.
Right. So realistically, there could be something like standing in the room that is sort of emitting light at a different frequency, and we wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah.
But granted, that thing would have to have some sort of physical size or shape or some sort of matter, but we physically wouldn't be able to see it. If something didn't reflect a frequency that we could see, we wouldn't be able to see it, and that's a lot of UFO theories are behind that, because they say like UFOs are able to emit sort of a frequency that it's impossible for the naked eye to see, especially in clouds or whatever, but it makes it difficult for us to see it.
Kind of like animals. You see, have you looked how like it's so spooky, man? Like sometimes like I remember one time I was alone in my house, and like my dog just got up. He started looking down the hallway and started to bark. Bro, I got out of my house. I ran out of my house. Oh, hell no.
Bro,
no.
back home, I don't even have to, like, I don't even know where to start, I mean, in terms of, like, spooky stories and folklore from back home.
Let's get into it, man.
Bro,
Let's
people, like, they talk about seeing spirits.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is, like, people from, like, the rural areas. And apparently there's a spirit that it comes in the form of a fireball. Right?
Okay.
And it will drink your blood. Right? I've never been
the fireball drink your blood.
Drinks your blood, right? Think of, I don't know how it works, but that's apparently one of these folklore spirit stories.
In Guyana.
In Guyana,
Oh,
yeah. And bro, when I first heard that story, I know it's impossible, but when a story is delivered in a specific way, like if it's delivered effectively, it can scare anybody. And bro, I didn't sleep for days. After I heard that, I was a kid. Like I'm from the country areas. Like I didn't know like any better. You know what I mean? Like, oh god damn it! Like I hated myself. But yeah, I didn't sleep for days. Scared the shit out of me.
What's the name of the?
It's called an old Eig or old Haig.
Haig?
Haig. Hold on, let me see if I can find that.
Sounds like a German thing. Oh, Haig.
Right? H-O-L-E? O-L-E? O? Space? Is it there? You find it? You find it?
No, I put old Hig, and it says old Hig German. Dude, I just said German. What?
For real? That's crazy.
trippy, bro.
That is trippy.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, bro, it's spelled O-L-E space H-I-G-U-E. Old Haig.
And what does it say?
If it loaded, I would tell you, bro.
What is it?
O-L-E
Yeah?
H-I-G-U-E. And I know everybody listening is going to go Google this right now.
Old Haig. Oh!
You find something? Yo, why the internet work for you and not for me?
I don't know.
That's rude.
Might be racist, yeah. Old Haig.
The old Haig must be preventing me from getting internet.
There's
He's like, don't expose my secrets. Yo, read it, bro. It's
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you can't. I don't know.
It's a Caribbean folklore.
Haiti.
Yeah.
This is
Jamaican, Guyanese.
The old Haig is always a woman. It is said that she sucks the blood of unsuspecting victims as they sleep. Even today, many people still lock their doors and turn the key into a horizontal position to allow an Oli Haig to make it part way into the hole. I guess to stop it.
I guess so.
I don't know. What else does it say? That's crazy, but why does it do that supposedly?
I have no clue. Somebody upset at it. Yo, it just woke up and chose violence. You know what I mean?
It just chose violence.
Yeah, and secondly, this is for the older generation Guyanese people out there. Like, why are you telling kids this? Like, why are you trying to scare us? Like I damn near peed myself when I heard this story, bro. Like, I was maybe like 8. And I believed everything back then, bro. I was so oblivious. I still believe everything, mostly everything.
So talking about folklore, there's actually and it's actually pretty scary because I have a story regarding my mom and my aunt.
Okay.
I think I don't know if I told this. I'm having like a deja vu, but whatever. I'll tell it again. So it's called el sombreron, and it's sombrero, right? Sombrero is like the big hat. Yeah. So sombreron it's basically a dwarf.
Okay.
That has like a massive like sombrero, right? And it said that it is attracted by women, like pretty women with long hair. And what it does, like it'll tie it in a knot. Like I don't know how to call it in English, but like those like braids. Sorry, braids.
Okay,
right? Yeah. Trenzas in español, but in Spanish, but it's in braids.
Yep.
And it said that no matter what you do, like you'll never get the braid out. No matter what. Okay, so fast forward or rewind to the time when my aunt and my mom were young. Yeah. My aunt, she said that she saw it. She saw a little dwarf man, whatever, and she thought she was dreaming. Blah blah blah. She woke up and it was playing with her hair. And then like whatever, she got scared and she told my grandma whatever, and that like everybody woke up and like when they turned the lights there was nothing there.
Jeez.
But on the next day, when she got up, they noticed that she had a braid, and they spent the whole morning and afternoon trying to take the braid out, and it wouldn't come off. They had to cut her hair.
No way, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that is great. I was just gonna ask. You have to maybe you have to just cut it.
Yeah,
that's
but like,
nuts.
But it goes according to what, like, first of all, who would braid her hair?
It's true.
And like, can you braid it? I've never braided my hair, but can you braid your hair tight enough where you have to cut it? I guess, right? But who would do that to her?
Yeah, that's true.
Unless it's like a prank,
but she not know.
But she saw it. That's the thing. That's another sketchy thing too. Because even if it was like a prank, like how would the people pranking her would know that she was seeing this dwarf?
It's true, bro.
I don't know. It's scary, man. There's a lot of like, obviously, have you heard of chupacabra?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Chupacabra. What is that? Like a half? I haven't heard that in a while. Actually,
it's pretty much Bigfoot, right? I think.
No, it's like a coyote slash. It's like a dog.
Yeah, but like it can change forms, right?
I don't even know.
No,
I just remember hearing like it would always eat like the cows and stuff of the fields and
livestock. Yeah.
And
But
it would,
I thought
blood everywhere.
Yeah, I thought it could like revert its form to like
my God, probably.
normal person or animal for the day.
What's up with these like Caribbean and Latin American
these caricatures, bro? All of these.
I wonder if like Europeans have. I assume they probably do, but
probably got their own stories.
What's the Russian one? The boogeyman? I forgot what they call it. Remember they call John Wick that? Yeah, they call him Babushka. No, I think that's dad. The daddy.
I got a phone a Russian friend, bro.
Honestly, but that's crazy, man. Like, even though it's not as like a person who believes in God,
yeah,
I do believe in these things. Like, I don't believe that maybe they're like actual. I don't believe these like entities. Are actual, like, let's say like this sombrerón. I don't believe that he's actually a dwarf.
Yeah, okay.
I believe they're just like demons.
Okay,
right. Like, they just like disguise themselves as, or like what you said. Sometimes we humans see things differently, right?
Yeah.
But I do think they're real, man. I do think, bro. There's people that don't believe in like the spiritual.
Yeah,
but true. I've seen stuff, and like obviously there's a bunch of like stories of people like that play Ouija and they see stuff, or you can't lie about that, right?
That's true.
I do believe in like demonic entities and stuff like that, because it's, if there's positive energy, there's negative, or vice versa. Right?
I was just gonna say that, like if you believe in the good in something, like you've got to believe in relativity, right? Because everything has a relative good and a relative bad, right? So if you believe that there is this all giving, all caring, all loving good, then you have to believe that there is something out there that is the opposite.
That's trying to like contradict it or fight it.
Exactly, because then it gives an explanation to the world. It gives an explanation to everything. You know what I mean?
You know what's this is actually a really good topic. I don't know if you agree or what your point of view is, but let's say like for us, right? I don't know if there's probably other Christians that don't agree, but from like the Christian that I am, like when somebody dies, they die. Like you don't see them again, whatever.
Okay.
But I've heard countless stories of people that like they'll dream of their grandma that died. Yeah. You know? And it's true, right?
Yeah.
So if like what I believe is true, if it's true, obviously I believe it's true, but let's say like if it's true, then what are those people showing up? Because we believe that when somebody dies, they can't really come up back, right?
That's true.
Obviously, like in dreams and stuff, you can dream someone. But I'm talking about like there's a story where this girl's grandma died, and she lost her wallet, and she dreamt. So she saw her grandma, and her grandma was like, "Oh, your wallet is behind the cupboard on the bottom, whatever." So she looked, and it was there.
Wow.
You know, so like obviously when you see those things, like, oh my God, and you find your wallet, you're like, okay, like it's real. My grandma spoke to me.
Yeah.
But what if?
That is crazy, bro.
Like,
what if they were communicating to us like from a different?
But what if it was
dimension?
like a negative entity? Like I'm trying to entertain the idea, like play like devil's advocate, right? Like, like let's say like when you die, like why would you come back? You know, like why would you know? Let's just play that idea. Like why would you come back, right? So. And obviously, there's people. I don't want to disregard that. I'm pretty sure there's people that have seen their moms or dads, whoever, come back, right?
Yep.
But like, to come back to just show you where your wallet is, or to just say like, "Hey,
I know,
you know,
I know." That's like
it's a little sketchy to me sometimes.
It is, and you know what? Like I want to play devil's advocate right now, right? Because I know the science and stuff sort of behind some of that.
Okay.
Like people have subconscious. Like they place and displace emotions subconsciously, right? So when, for example, if my pops had passed away, and I know my pops being meticulous in a certain aspect, then I would like to think he would help me find my wallet, and I might just subconsciously remember where the wallet is, and then in my dream, I make that connection subconsciously. I know that's happened.
True.
Like in like. Just because, like, I've read research articles and journal articles, like, because school, right? Kinesiology, whatever. But, bro, I just want to say, like, I have had a dream where I've dreamt somebody I've never met.
Okay.
And when I explained that dream, I explained that dream to people that know that person, they were like, how? Like, so I'll tell you what the dream was. My grandfather, my dad's dad, he passed away before my eldest sister was born. Right? And I had a dream where I was hanging out with him, and we were listening to his music. And I don't exactly remember what the dream was. This is like years ago.
Yeah.
And I brought that to my parents, and they go, "How did you know he listened to that kind of music?" Like, and that will stay with me forever. Like, I can't explain that.
Yeah, that's pretty like unexplainable. Yeah.
How? You know?
But so the question would be, to what benefit? Like
Right, why?
like why?
Right.
Okay, like okay, you lost your wallet. Okay, but why? You
Exactly. Why in this way?
Yeah, like it's so it's I want to tell like a catfish spirituality story. It's crazy, right? I just started smiling because it's so crazy what you're saying. Because this is why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because it's so like I feel like a bunch of people are like, no, but I saw my grandma. Like, I don't want to disregard that. Like, maybe you love them so much or whatever. Maybe I don't know. There's actually a story in the Bible like that happens actually, but it happens in almost like in a dark situation, which is why I wouldn't even say it's like dark.
Oh, gotcha.
But whatever,
Okay,
like that. Maybe I'll tell it later. But the point I'm trying to make is that so my first girlfriend, she actually told me something that at the time, because I was young and I was like happy and stuff.
Right on.
I was like, this is the one for this. Okay, so what she told me was,
I remember that feeling.
Yeah. So what she told me was when she met my dad.
Yeah.
She goes like, Oscar, like I've dreamt of your dad before. I'm like yeah, like I've had him in my dream. Like,
bro,
he's like I've met him before. Like, I'm like, oh, like you mean like after you met him? He's like, no, like before I even met you. And I was there so stupid and naive. I'm like, oh my God,
you must be the one. Yeah,
it's a sign from the heavens.
That's crazy.
I was a kid. You know when you're a kid, like everything is a sign, dude. Everything is like
everything
love
happens for you. Believe that Disney story that things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
You believe that the world is the way it is, and it's all sunshines and rainbows.
Honestly,
when it's really not.
So like she genuinely, but it is true. Like now, I don't know if she actually dreamt it or not. Like, I'll be honest, now, like, that like, the years have passed, or whatever, we broke up. Yeah. I'm starting to think she might have just made that up. But if weirder things have happened, if she did dream him, she obviously wasn't the one for me. Okay. So if she did dream him, again, it's that same question. Why? Like, what purpose?
Yeah, exactly.
So she's either lying, and even if she's telling the truth, like, for what? Like,
for what?
Okay, you dreamt my dad.
Okay.
You know, and if the answer is like, oh, there's no purpose, then like, okay, then why is that so sketchy? Like, how can you dream of someone, and then meet them, you know, after, and then it happens that you're dating that person's son.
Yeah, I would have like in my head, I would have said, why is she dreaming my dad? I would have been like, cap. Nah. Off. Must have some.
I just learned that word, by the way.
Cap. Oh yeah.
I hear everybody say cap. I'm like, what? Ice cap.
Ice cap. Don't kill me, bro. Bro, Toronto slang is undefeated. I won't even get into Toronto slang, bro.
We need like a serious Toronto man to come in and just like.
We do. Yeah, like any Toronto mans in the comments want to come on, you let us know. You send us your resume with a voice clip, and we'll assess you.
Assess you. Oh my God. Yeah, but so like going back to that, like, you know, isn't that weird though? Like, isn't that like a little crazy?
That is crazy because
that's a major catfish though, because she obviously wasn't the one and everything. And like I said, let's give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Like whatever, she dreamt this again for what reason, whatever. And it's a pretty like manipulative thing as well.
Exactly,
right?
Especially knowing the kind of person you are.
But this is like that's the thing too, knowing that. Oh my dude,
yeah.
Damn, I'm like 10 years later, I'm having like a realization. But that's the thing too. She knew I was a spiritual dude.
Right. She knew you would think too like a lot into this. She knew that would have been like solidifying the foundation, you know, for this. Yeah, bro. I think that's what it was.
I got catfished, yo. I just realized 10 years later.
Well, I don't think well, you're 30.
Because I was always like 50-50.
Yeah.
But now
you know. I'm sorry you had to find out like this, bro.
10 years later, dude. Oh my God.
Bro, I can't think of somebody I know that hasn't been catfished. Yeah, I definitely can't think of somebody that hasn't been catfished. I know
if you have Instagram, you've catfished.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Most likely.
Yeah. It's either you've catfished or you've been catfished. Yeah. And everybody does it to an extent. You find that angle. I know that. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into angles. But
leave the girls alone, man. Let them,
bro, I actually just want to touch on why would she say that though? You know, like why would she? She must either, if she wasn't lying, right? Giving her the benefit of the doubt. some serious daddy
But
issues,
she-
bro. That's what I'm
maybe.
saying,
And
you
this is
know
the thing. And she was one of those girls too that says she saw her grandpa.
Oh,
that he would,
damn.
That he would. But this is the thing. Okay, so I try to relate their actions with, their stories with who they are.
Okay.
So
right
let's
on.
say they're not like the most stable kind of people. They're a little aggressive, whatever. And then
Yeah.
they dream about their grandma or their grandpa.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, okay, like I don't know about that. But like if you're a genuinely good person, and stuff,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. There might be a sign. There might be a reason. It might just be a dream, like what
That's
you said,
true.
right? That
That's
explanation you gave is actually pretty scientifically accurate, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's some basis
Your mind
there,
is so powerful,
right.
dude.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
so
crazy.
powerful.
And we're slaves to our minds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we don't even realize how crazy and how interconnected our mind really is. Because the mind's like you can from simply smelling something that elicits a memory to visiting a scene or a scenery that gives you the same experience as it first did.
Wow.
I remember like one time, like when I dated my ex, we were I went up to the Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia, and beautiful place. We did the Cabot Trail. We camped around, like took pictures at all the beautiful like spots and sceneries. And I remember going like visiting for the second time and being overwhelmed and blown away by just the raw beauty of the landscape. I got the exact same feeling the second time over. It was I would even say it was better the second time over because I knew what I was looking forward to, but in my mind, I couldn't fathom the beauty of how really beautiful it is. I didn't really remember it for all of its raw aspects.
Yeah.
And then when I was there, boom, it was like beauty like times 10. You know what I mean? Like for me, it blew me away again.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the mind. Right? That's the mind, I guess, suppressing an experience and just like connecting a feeling, an emotion from one time versus the other.
Bro,
Right?
and that's what scares me. Like, this is going back to like the topic that about spirituality and faith and religion. This is like knowing that. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people that know me that are like, oh, this guy's like a blind God believer, you know. But like, I that's what used to worry me sometimes, or still sometimes. I'm always careful. Remember, last episode I said your religion or your belief shouldn't be dogmatic.
Yeah,
because that blinds you. It's like that. It's like, oh no, I dreamt this. Like I dreamt Jesus. Like I saw him. Like no, like what if you had just seen a movie or subconsciously you heard a conversation and then maybe that's why you dreamt it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I try to be as much as I do believe in God, whatever. I also try to be like
logical,
right? Because I don't want to be that kind of religious person, because we talked about religious before, religious versus faith, right?
Yeah,
There's being and having a faith, which is believing in a God or whatever, and being religious, which is like that, like, oh no, this is that, like this is that, like, oh, I dreamt this, it means that, like that's the kind of like dogmatic, right? Where you're looking for an answer in everything, and sometimes things just happen. Maybe not for a coincidence, but they just happen for maybe to save for another time, or for a different time, or for a different person.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you're just a witness. Maybe you're not supposed to be participating. There's so many explanations, right?
Yeah.
But going on that note, there's something I've always wanted to clarify, and there's a saying like that. I don't know if you agree. You tell me your input. That saying that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So the thing is, where does that, like, who does it apply to? Where does it end? Because anybody can say that.
That's a good question.
So I'll tell you why I'm saying this, right?
Yeah.
So in my faith, it says everything happens for a reason to those who believe in God.
Okay, got you.
Right? So it doesn't say everything happens for a reason, period.
Okay.
Right? So for us, right? For us, we believe that everything happens for a reason if you believe in God.
Right
so
on.
So if you reverse that, it means that if you don't believe in God, like, so Christians that don't follow God, whatever, then things that happen, they're for no reason. Right? So now this is for Christianity, because if you don't believe in the Bible, then it doesn't apply to you, right?
Yeah, okay.
But so in your point of view and your input, whatever, like in a regular point of view, would that apply? Because think about it, like Hitler can be like, oh, this happened for a reason. Anybody can say that.
That's true.
That's the danger, right?
Yeah, and that's
I feel like if there's no dot, maybe it doesn't have to be the Christian point of view, but I'm saying if there's no like dot continuation, then anybody can take anything happens for a reason, and literally you could be the most evil person and run with it.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
believe it, you know?
It's
so
very true.
where do you think like that ends, or to who does it apply to, or like what's your input on that?
I feel like everything happens for a reason. That's an incomplete statement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like you said, there should be something else at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like your faith has something applied, like if you believe in God.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like it should say something like everything happens for a reason. like based on karma or something of the sort. You know what I mean?
It's always
Like,
gonna be, and that's the point I'm trying to make. It's always, it always goes back to the spiritual, to like the standard of goodness, right?
Exactly. Like I'm gonna share a story. Like one of my cousins, unfortunately, like had a baby that didn't make it. Okay. My condolences to you guys. And that happened. What's the reason? You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? So like you can go and you can stretch that and you can say like a lot of things do happen for a reason. Maybe that was an experience that they needed. Maybe they weren't set up in a point of their lives where they could fully support that at the time. You know what I mean? Or maybe who knows, 2 years from now, maybe my cousin would have lost his job or been relocated to a different plant or whatever, and would have had severe difficulty raising a kid. Whatever it is, what it is, but at the end of the day, like it happened. Yeah. And like we've been dying to find a reason, but most things do happen for a reason. I think that's what it should say.
And that's the thing, because the problem is that, let's say in that story, it feels like not only is there a reason, but there should be a reason, right? Yeah. Because that's like something that's hard. You need a reason to, like, imagine there was no reason. Imagine like you're told, nah, it happened for no reason. Yeah. How can you live? Like, how can you be okay with that, right?
That's true.
But the problem with that is anybody can say that. In that story, according to my point of view, they deserve better, right? Something better in return, or from what happened to them, they'll learn. But like, an example, like if I choose to rob a bank and they'll put me in jail and be like, oh damn, I shouldn't have done that, whatever, but everything happens for a reason. Like, no, you robbed the bank.
Exactly.
You did it. But they believe that everything happens for a reason. And
they do.
Let's say they'll get out of jail, maybe they'll change their life. And maybe and then they'll be like, yeah, I needed to rob that bank to change my life. But what about the people that didn't choose to rob a bank and chose to be good citizens? Like, it kind of minimizes that. That's the kind of point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's like a whole different topic.
Definitely.
But like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, there's a point where like this is why I brought up Hitler. Like, pretty sure Hitler can say that.
Exactly, and then like justify his actions.
In fact, Rob, our coworker, my ex-coworker Rob, he actually made fun of me because he was saying, "Oh, this person's good." I'm like, Rob, I'm pretty sure Hitler's wife used to think he was a good guy. Like, you know, he got married, Hitler got married. So obviously somebody loved Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a tyrant, but hey, like
somebody loved him.
Yeah. In some capacity, somebody would have been able to say, no, he's not capable of doing what he did. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, we are who we are through lenses, right? Because you see me through a lens. Like, I know some of my exes see me through a different lens. My coworkers see me through a different lens, right? Like, it is what it is. Yeah. Right. And like, he could have been a great person to certain people, but at the end of the day, he's a tyrant. Yeah. Right? He was what he was, and he literally caused suffering and destruction for a group of people, for the Jews, and for to what end? You know what I mean? To what was his reason? Right? Being the supreme, like, human version of humans,
one race or the higher race
of humans, whatever it is, like, nonsense, bro.
And that's, again, like, when it comes back to the topic of religion and faith or whatever, like, that's where the lines are drawn, right? Like, I think that word dogmatic says everything, you know, like, religion is dogmatic, faith is like, it's like falling in love. Remember that's the example I gave. Religion is like arranged marriage, which I'm pretty sure there's some arranged marriages that end up working, or they at least stay together, you know.
That's true.
And then there's like and then there's falling in love and freely choosing who to marry and when and how, you know.
And you know what? You know what? Some people are like, oh, how can you love a religion when you don't know all the scriptures, or you don't know everything? Like, I don't understand people that like criticize somebody else for their love of something. Yeah. Even though they don't know.
They can't guarantee it.
Exactly. The full extent of what it is. Like, it's okay to feel safe with something or someone, for that matter, and to love that person or that thing without knowing its true colors. Like, it's who we are. It's our nature as humans to show affection. Yeah. Right? It's our nature to want affection. Right, that's natural, right, and that's just evolution. And as humans, wanting to show affection, it's kind of like this primal urge, right? And we can't get away from it. Yeah. Right, we can't get away from it. And we might not know every scripture, we might not know everything the religion stands for, right? But we can love it. We can love its values. We can love the people, right? We can love what it teaches us and what it gives us. Because I know, like, my family's very religious. I was raised in a religious home, and there's times in my life when religion gave us hope, and hope was the strongest weapon in our arsenal. Like, when things weren't going like the best. Like, I'm not from the best areas back home. I'm from the slums. Like, it's not like, you got to be careful what colors you wear and where you go and who you associate with and what corners you're on. Like, that sort of neighborhood. It's very dirty, to say the least.
Yeah.
But like, the religion sort of helped ground us, and it kept me and my siblings grounded in home, in church, in temple, right? Because we're Hindu.
Yeah.
I praise religion. I will always praise religion. You know, like, it gives you so much more than just a book with rules.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, man, I can't even begin to talk about how much hope and how much belief, it gives my family.
I think any good person, like, it's gonna sound like a diss, but whatever. Like, I think anybody with some humility in their heart, is always gonna try to go for something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
This is why, like, a lot of people that don't believe in God, it's okay, But the people who don't believe in God and bash a God, it's because they want to be gods,
It's true.
But I gave this example. I had a stomach bug. Bro, I couldn't stand it straight. I was like crouching. I was like dying. I'm like, us humans are so like fragile. Like, one little like pain, bro, I couldn't stand up. I was like on the ground for like a day.
That's true.
Like, and we think like, oh yeah, like, which is why there is humility in seeking a higher power.
Oh yeah,
because we can't do it. Like,
totally, bro.
My sister was sick when she was like recently. My twins, brother and sister, they were born prematurely.
Okay,
they were sick. Then my sister was diagnosed with something in her lungs, and she was really little. Bro, those are the moments where you're like, God,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
moments where you're like about to die. And there's a statistic where like older people usually turn to religion when they're older versus like us, our age.
Yeah.
Because when you're older, like, you messed up your life. Your life is in shambles. Your life is almost gone, and they seek God, right?
Yeah.
So it's for a reason. I feel like it's in our DNA.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Like,
it is.
There's people. I remember I had a teacher that she said she was looking over a ledge, and then a big wind came, and she almost like fell over. Oof. And then she told me, she goes like, the first thing I said was, God, is that you? Did you save me?
God,
like,
damn.
Why did her mind automatically? Cause she's like, Oscar, I'm not even religious,
bro. Even the people that don't want to admit it, something bad happens. They're like, oh fuck, like what? Why did this happen? They're like, God, please. But right before that thing happens, they're like, God, please don't happen.
Yeah,
please don't let this happen.
Exactly.
God, please don't let this happen. You know what I mean? Like, whether you admit it or not, everybody makes some reference to God.
Yeah.
Whether you believe him or not, it's in your lingo. It's in your vocab. Like, you say his name, right? You refer to him.
Yeah.
Right? So you're going to refer to him, and you're in referring to him, acknowledging his existence, but you're going to bash people who genuinely just want to spend some time in finding themselves in fulfillment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're so down. You're such a weirdo. You got to bash people when you don't know. Sorry.
Gotta catfish people. I'm so sad about that, man. Like, I'm just sad that I found out 10 years later.
Jeez, I'm sorry I had to bring that to your realization.
Bro, I got heartbroken all over again.
For real.
Yeah, I know, but that's so interesting. And like, to end it off, it's what you said, right? Like, I think if we see it as falling in love versus an arranged marriage, I think that's the best way. Like, because what do you call it? If your religion, if you see it as like a set of rules, it's equivalent to seeing your marriage as like, I have to be loyal to my wife. Like, I have to provide for my family. Like, no, do you see that as a rule? No. If you're a real like husband or wife, like, and you love them for real, that's not a commandment, or that's not an order,
exactly,
or a rule you have to do.
Exactly.
It doesn't say you shall like. What do you call it? Like, there's no like, not in the Bible. I'm saying like in general, there's no like law that says like you have to treat your wife good.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. You do out of love. You do out of affection.
Exactly.
You do out of a sense of ownership. Like, you have a job to do, right? Like, I have, like, just as a man, I have a desire to provide. I like to give things. I'm very generous, right? And like I would like to provide for my family. I would like to be the breadwinner, right? But granted, if I were a girl, I don't think I'd feel any different. I still would want to provide. So like I'm sure if I meet like a girl that wants to help provide for the family, I won't like not let her. You know what I mean? Like 100%, you're gonna love that person for who they are and let them provide, you know, and you're gonna provide as well just because you love that person.
That's a sneak preview for our next episode. What a man wants. So girls, tune in. We got the love guru Sachin over here. Like, well, what a man wants, or what a girl wants.
Can I get a Hoya?
I can't believe you did that. Yeah. Oh my god. Somebody's earmuffs or earphones just like popped right now.
Somebody's gonna not like me after that. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Hey, whoever doesn't know that is what is it? It's a meme. It's a TikTok.
I don't even know what it is. I heard it in Toronto. That's my explanation.
The worst is when it's like a quiet room and you're just going through your Instagram post and all you hear is like chupapi muñaña. Chupapi. But it was a blast, man. Like we always have so much to say. We'll leave the audience like itching for the next one.
Bro, we've got so many topics. Like, hold on, I just pull up my phone really quick. We got so many things that we can talk about, bro. I want to talk about the new Fast and Furious movie, bro.
Family, bro.
Yo, family, bro. Family.
What is the Superman?
Bro,
what does the S stand for? Family.
Take this in, bro. Chicks. I don't know if this is a new trend, but chicks using COVID as an excuse to flake. We gotta talk about that.
To flop?
To flop. Yo, because I just recently dipped myself in a Bumble, bro. And yo, the bees ain't buzzing, bro. They're like flaking everywhere, bro. I'll tell you right now.
You vaccinated? You vaxxed?
Yo, I'm half vaxxed. I'm waiting for my second Pfizer.
I was saying that's probably what the girls ask.
No, bro, that's in all their bios. They're like vaxxed or no vaxxed. Like let me know. Like what?
Let me know,
bro. Also, I want to talk about normalizing women shooting their shot.
Okay.
Right, because that's especially what Bumble is.
Yeah.
Right.
So if girls shoot their shot first.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've had successful experience. You know what? Let's save.
Yeah, let's save that. Yeah. Let's leave them itchy because that's actually true. We gotta normalize that.
Yeah, come on, ladies. Come on. Like it isn't hard. You know, it's not hard to just say hi or just like walk in with a one-liner. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Hey, I dreamt of your dad. Marry me. Yeah. Okay, that's all, folks, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. I can't even. We'll catch you guys on the next one.